Hello and welcome to the Maharashtra Brief, where we get you the top stories from Mumbai and Maharashtra on NDTV's YouTube platform. If you've missed the news during the day, here's what happened in your city and your state. And the place to catch it all is, of course, the Maharashtra Brief on NDTV's YouTube platform. On the show tonight, the BJP and the Sena, part of the Mahayuti, reach an agreement on distribution of 155 seats for the BMC elections. Discussions for the allotment of 77 seats are still on. Also on the show tonight, we are looking at, of course, the end game for Manikrao Kokate. Remember the minister who was allegedly playing rummy in the assembly? Well, he's been convicted in an old case and now it seems that his position is going. He sent his resignation to Ajit Pawar, his party chief, and that's been forwarded. And also, finally on the show, bomb threats are sent to court complexes across Mumbai, including the Bombay High Court. Court complexes are evacuated and the police declare it a hoax after security checks. Here are the headlines on the show. The BJP and the Sena announced an agreement on 155 seats for the BMC polls. 77 seats are still being discussed. It seems the end of the road for Manikrao Kokate, Maharashtra minister, who now will have to resign because of a conviction in a case that goes back in time, but he's been convicted, so he'll probably have to give up his ministry. He's already sent his resignation. And finally, court complexes across Mumbai receive bomb threats. The police evacuate these court complexes, conduct security checks, and finally declare it a hoax. Let's move on to our top story, and that, of course, is the BMC polls. And the alliances are now shaping up as this all-important election to Asia's richest civic body gets underway. Now, the BJP and the Sena, part of the Mahayuti, have agreed on the distribution of 155 seats. However, 77 seats are still being discussed. And what we know is that these seats will be discussed at a later moment. But at this point, these parties have reached an agreement on 155 seats. My colleague Abhishek Avasthi has more on this story.
State Election Commission of Maharashtra has announced the BMC election, and since then, rounds of meeting of political parties, alliances are going on. Today, second round of meeting between Shiv Sena and BJP, the two important partners of Mahayuti alliance, took place today. More importantly, to understand that there was an agreement between the two to have consensus over 150 seats out of 227 for the BMC election. What can be concluded after today's meeting is that still 77 seats are left over which discussion will take place in next few days. And more importantly, as per our sources, who have revealed that there are many seats where there can be conflict, and both the parties are claiming those seats where the discussion will be taken, or the final discussion over those seats will be done by Devendra Fadnavis, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, as far as the BMC election and alliance of Mahayuti is concerned. And still there is no clarity whether the NCP of Ajit Pawar faction, which is an integral part of Mahayuti, will be together in BMC or not, because BJP has strictly maintained the stand that no alliance with NCP if Nawab Malik continues to lead the Mumbai unit of the BMC election. So apart from this, there were several other strategies which were discussed today. Joint campaigns of Eknath, Shinde and Fadnavis, the campaign strategy ahead, what will be the issues, manifesto, and several other important things were discussed. But what remains crucial is those 77 seats which are yet to be discussed, and in near future we will come to know that whether there are rifts, conflicts over these seats, and how smoothly there could be a seat sharing arrangement between the two important players of Mahayuti, that is BJP and Shiv Sena. With cameraman Mahesh Halwai, Abhishek Avasthi for NDTV.
Well, thank you, Abhishek, for those details. Moving on to our next story, of course, this one is again from the world of politics and Manikrao Kokate. Remember the minister who earlier was allegedly seen playing an online game in the Maharashtra assembly? Well, it seems to be the end of the road for him. At least he will have to resign. All his portfolios have been taken away. He sent his resignation to Ajit Pawar, and of course, those developments are taking place as he was convicted in an old case. My colleague Abhishek Awasthi has more on this story too.
It is an end game for the controversial minister Manikrao Kokate. Finally, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has accepted the resignation of Manikrao Kokate, a major embarrassment for Mahayuti government. Second resignation by Minister Manikrao Kokate after Dhananjay Munde, and especially development as far as the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP is concerned in Mahayuti. After Dhananjay Munde, now the second minister Manikrao Kokate is also from the NCP who had to resign. Now, what next for Manikrao Kokate? What we understand that he is admitted at Lilavati hospital and being treated. His condition is stable. Also, on the other side, a team of Nashik police has already on its way, have left to arrest after the warrant issued by the Nashik District Court. The Nashik District Court has upheld the 2 years conviction of Minister Manikrao Kokate, and after which we have seen the series of development. Kokate got admitted to Lilavati hospital. Warrant was issued yesterday. Yesterday itself, the governor, after the recommendation of Chief Minister Fadnavis, shifted all the portfolios and gave additional charge to Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. Those portfolios of which Manikrao Kokate was minister. Now, an important development is expected tomorrow in the Bombay High Court, wherein Kokate has appealed against the conviction of Nashik District Court, and we will have to wait and watch out for how much crucial will be the relief, whether he will get the relief tomorrow by the Bombay High Court or not is something that we will have to wait and watch out for. But after his resignation, it is very much certain that Nashik police will definitely arrest him. With cameraman Mahesh Halwai, Abhishek Awasthi for NDTV.
And finally, it's been a busy day at the courts in Mumbai, but this time court functioning was also disrupted because of bomb threats that were sent via email to several court complexes in Mumbai. This includes the Bombay High Court, the Esplanade Court, and of course the courts in Bandra and Andheri as well. Now the police evacuated the courts, conducted security checks, and finally declared the threat to be a hoax. But court proceedings and court functioning was disrupted because of this. And my colleague Sujata Dwivedi has more on this story.
Maharashtra was placed on heightened security alert after a series of alleged hoax emails were received on several judicial institutions, and one of them is the Andheri court where currently I am present, and like you see behind me, the gates of the court have been closed and also all of the people who were present within have been asked to vacate the building, and the threats which caused widespread panic and emergency evacuations were later declared hoaxes following extensive security checks that you currently see, and the bomb disposal squad along with police officials are currently present within the premises, and efforts are underway to inspect the building to ensure that no such emails turn out to be true, whereas the email that was received in a series were not only restricted till Bombay but also in several other parts of Maharashtra including Akola as well as Nagpur, where it was stated that along with the Bombay High Court, several magistrate courts in Mumbai, the Nagpur Session Court and the Akola District Collectorate, each of the locations was immediately evacuated as a precaution, and bomb detection and disposal squads were deployed, and like you see, all of the people who were present within the premises have been asked to vacate the building as soon as possible. However, so far the investigation that has been conducted, it has been cleared that this was a hoax call and an email that was received, and henceforth the Maharashtra currently is at a heightened security alert because of several of these series of emails and calls that have been received in several of such judicial institutions, where earlier we have seen that such emails that are first sent and thereafter buildings are evacuated, and after proper inspection it is found that it turns out to be hoax. But does this really indicate to us something is what sets the security agencies on alert, and because of which investigations are currently being carried out in the appropriate direction. From Andheri with video journalist Praveen G. Rohit, this is Sujata Dwivedi reporting for NDTV.
Well, that's all we have on the show tonight. Thank you so much for watching the Maharashtra Brief. If you've missed anything from Mumbai and Maharashtra, remember NDTV's YouTube platform, the Maharashtra Brief, is where you can catch all of these developments and the news stories from Mumbai and Maharashtra. For all the latest news updates from India and across the world, keep watching NDTV.